On 26 to 27 June 2025, Vienna became a meeting point for climate innovation in the Danube region. Hosted at the University of Vienna, the General Assembly of the TiCCA4DANU project marked the official launch of a new European collaboration on climate change adaptation. Over 2 days, researchers, city and regional representatives, policymakers, and practitioners from across Europe came together to share experiences, discuss regional climate challenges, and explore new ways of driving transformative change. The event placed a strong focus on collaboration, learning, and place-based solutions, including the role of local green deals in turning climate ambition into concrete local action. At the center of this work is TiCCA4DANU, a Horizon Europe project advancing transformative innovation for climate change adaptation across the Danube region, connecting science, policy, and practice to build more resilient cities and regions.
Local green deals are basically an instrument that, together with the European Commission, developed in response to the European Green Deal. And you could also call it basically a governance approach for cities to implement the different sectors that are relevant for the transition, ranging from food to energy to mobility, etc., etc. And at the heart of it is where we say it's an instrument, is kind of an agreement between the city and stakeholders, especially with companies, to take action and to define very concretely who does what, until when, and how do we finance it, so that it really happens and isn't just a kind of commitment.
I would just add that it's not only agreement, it's a movement and it's accelerator to fast forward the implementation phase. So it's quite interesting model to actually work with.
And is there any correlation with the transformative innovation policies that is also part of the research action in the project?
In principle, yes. So far, I think we haven't worked with the community using this term so closely, but as local green deals are intended to accelerate action of sustainability strategies that cities ideally have, I think this is where the transformative character and the support of any type of transformative policies is kind of naturally part of the idea of using local green deals.
And we also want to build this development of the local green deals from the local government to regional government, and even maybe more towards all of the Danube region.
Thank you very much for emphasizing this relation between city and region. And I think, Niklas, one of the new terms used is city regions. Can you elaborate a little bit more on that, Niklas or Mia?
So far, we have worked with cities using local green deals. And now in the project, as adaptation needs to happen at the regional level, because the natural ecosystems are relevant for climate adaptation, and the effects of adaptation measures are usually better or more impactful at the larger scale. This is where the regions are important, and this is also why the mission adaptation works with regions. And so in TiCCA4DANU, we want to basically scale the use of local green deals from the cities to the regional level. And this is, in principle, no kind of magic needed. It's quite straightforward, but it just needs more coordination.
And understanding.
And so the kind of, I think, the political realities in the region and the setup of decision-making in the regional institutions, this is kind of where it gets interesting and where we will have to find out if this works well or if we face any challenges. I think as a conclusion, what TiCCA4DANU wants to achieve is really to accelerate action of adaptation measures, and the methods used in the regional development communities, like the open discovery process, we will use that to basically link it to the idea of local green deals being a very concrete step to define actions and then implement them as well. So this is where we hope to move into implementation very quickly with the cities and then also with the regions.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.